Today we're going to talk about the theory why I think Isagi is not going to be the world's best striker at the end of Blue Lock, but before you're going to spam the comment box with rage comments, let me explain my theory first. If you enjoy watching this video and want to see more Blue Lock content, make sure to like and subscribe the video, and let's go. So as we know, Blue Lock has been a project found by the JFA and especially Ego to find the best striker there currently is in football. A Japanese striker who is able to not only bring the national team of Japan to the next level, no, he's supposed to make Japan win the World Cup for the first time in history. A very ambitious and difficult goal, which obviously needs a lot of work to reach it, and Isagi is the guy who has been chosen to take this role. Well, at least that's what us readers think. But personally I think that Isagi isn't going to be the best striker in the world. In my opinion, Isagi will reach a much higher goal, which is not to become the world's best striker, but to become the world's best player instead. And during the past couple of weeks and months, there have been several hints that Isagi isn't going to be Japan's main striker. Blue Lock's first phase started with different stages and challenges, which all of the young talent had to overcome to enter the next rounds. As we all know, football is a sport which requests 11 players from each team on the pitch to be played, which means that there can mostly only be one player who is lucky enough to play on the striker position, as most of the team nowadays play in formations with only one main striker in the center. The other players have to fill all the other positions that are left. During the group stage of Blue Lock in Phase 1, we could already see that all the players from Team Z, for example, had to play on different positions, and some of the players that actually play pretty well on positions which they didn't intend to play before. Yoichi showed his defensive skills in the match against Team Y, where he was able to do some very important slide tackles. Yamon and Gagamaru both grow into their role as goalkeepers. Ike Nico became the strategist in the defense, and so on. So we could clearly see a trend going on from the beginning that Blue Lock isn't just here to find the best striker there is in Japan. No, the project is there to find the best players for every position, to find the golden generation that can lead Japan to glory. But what about Isagi now? Well, it has always been shown so far during the manga that Isagi has never been a clinical finisher and that he has always been a team player, although everyone is supposed to be an ego in Blue Lock. Isagi is a player who assists his teammates, a player who has the creativity to bring the best out of everyone else. This specific drive of Isagi already began in chapter 1 when Isagi had a free 1v1 situation against Kokuo, but still decided to pass the ball to Tama, who then wasn't able to score the deciding goal and kept continuing till today. The spatial awareness is also a weapon that fits perfectly to Isagi's playstyle to always have an eye on his teammates around him. With the help of the spatial awareness, Isagi is able to analyze the entire field and gain information about every player and his surroundings, which will help him to predict the flow of the game very accurately, so he can create the ideal plays mid-game and execute them. Additioning to the spatial awareness, Isagi has the abilities Ghost Send, adaptability of the ball movements, positioning, and direct/backheel shot. So in general, Isagi has 5, let's say, playmaking abilities that help him to analyze the field or gain information about each player on the pitch, and so on, which will lead to him assisting his teammates who in return will score goals. But when it comes to pure goal scoring abilities, Isagi currently has only one weapon, which is his direct shot, or also backheel shot. So there's a clear majority of playmaking abilities that Isagi is in control of. If you compare Isagi to other young Japanese or Blue Lock talents, then we can see that there are many strikers that are way more clinical finishers than him. Shido, Baru, Rin, Oikawa, Devanimas, and so on, for example. So of course you could just bring up the fact that Isagi is still at the beginning of his career, and one day he will overcome everyone, which he will. There's no discussion about that. But I don't think that he will overcome Shido or Rin till maybe the end of the manga, when it comes to pure goal scoring, as both have proven in many situations how strong their finishing already is, and in general they seem to fit more into the classic number 9 spot than Isagi. While Isagi seems to be more of a number 10, a central attacking midfielder behind the striker, which is a position that is normally played by the team's best player. Tsubasa Ozora from the first and most famous football manga Captain Tsubasa, for example, is also a number 10, who plays as Cam. I'm also sure that Isagi will develop a new shooting technique and adjust his direct shot to become a better clinical finisher, but his priority in the future will also remain on assisting his teammates. Of course, for now everyone is still living in the classic Blue Lock mindset to be a total egoist, but to be able to become the world's best team, you obviously need to work together, to win against others, and Isagi for sure and all the other Blue Lock players will play together once they are nominated for the national team of Japan, just with a different and more confident mindset, while Isagi will keep doing what he's doing best, creating creativity, space, and also assisting his teammates. So yeah, what do you think? Will Isagi become the world's best striker, or do you think he will become the world's best player and striker at the same time? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.